Please give a big warm round of applause for hrair tarpinian. Terrific. I will. Yes. Welcome everybody. Okay, first of all, you are all in my room and you are all naked. Okay, my name is hrair tarpinian. It's a very hard name to say. It's a very hard name to remember. So you're gonna have to fucking deal with it, folks. I'm so sorry. Google it. I search it. I don't know. Is that an iPhone? Is that an iPhone in the back? Steve Jobs is dead. I know. I'm very sorry. You have to show your phone. Actually, Apple just released a new product. It's called. They were gonna name it iPod Touch, but then for kids, then they realized iTouch Kids is not a proper name for a new toy. You know. And for the rest of the show, I'd just like to take 5 minutes of silence for Steve Jobs. Thank you. No, I'm just. I'm Armenian, born in Lebanon. As you can tell, if I turn my head a little bit this way with the nose, yes. Too bad there's nobody sitting in front so I can breathe on them or wipe them out with my nose, unfortunately. This Christmas I got charcoal. I wasn't very disappointed. I went outside and I made barbecue shish kebabs. So it kind of worked out together, you know. Little thing about me, I kind of like to tell my jokes like in reverse, starting from the back. So just give you an example. I'll tell you a joke that starts from the back. So start laughing like now. I'm 24 years old. I turned 24, 13th of December last year, actually. So happy New Year. And on that day, thank you. On that day, I realized something very crazy. Okay, 24 years and 9 months before that, my parents had sex. Like definitely had sex. You know, like I didn't have to be in the other room. I didn't have to be at fucking camp. I didn't have to be anywhere. I wasn't even born, actually. And I know that they had sex. You know, which is weird. Anyways, and they gave birth to a beautiful boy. Hi. And I was born 18 pounds and 4 ounces. I know, but then they circumcised me. And dropped down a couple of pounds there. Yeah. And I'm actually very jealous of my parents because I will never be able to have a son as good as them. As, you know. Anyways, I've been single lately for the past couple of months by choice, by women's choice. My choice, women's choice. So I decided to, you know, kind of lower my standards a little bit, you know, go for something a little bit casual, I guess they call it these days. So I met a girl on Halloween, and she's a witch. And the reason I can tell she's a witch, well, hold on. The reason I can tell she's a witch is because we have the same nose pattern, first of all, besides the witchcraft, you know. The real reason I like this girl is because she never wore any underwear. That's fucked up, no? Never wears any underwear, like direct access, like straight, you know, like plain landing, woo! And then I started to think, because Armenians, that's what we like to do, we think too much, I have a lot of white hair. And I'm thinking there, and I'm like, this girl never wears any underwear, she doesn't have any sense of hygiene. You know what I mean? She never wears any underwear. So I said, I'm gonna ask her, I'm like, hey, why don't you ever wear any underwear? She fucking looks at me and she goes, it's to get a better grip on the broom. Yes, good laughing. I hope my phone's still recording. Now let's go back to a little bit more back. I'll tell you about my first sexual experience, which happened not here in Lebanon when I was a kid, because that's the kind of stuff that happens there, and not just in Verdun. So apparently nobody has ever been there, so you'll never know, unless you know you're actually listening to me right now. So I walk into this dep. I'm 16 years old, I'm gonna have sex for the first time, yay, we're gonna buy a condom, right? And the only person was in the store was the girl that was at the counter. So I go up to her, I'm like, excuse me, I'm kinda shy, I'm like, can I have like condoms, you know? She's like, yeah, sure, here they are, you know. It's very simple, I'm like, okay. She's like, do you know how to put them on? At this point, I'm like, okay, this is getting interesting, you know? I'm like, no, I don't know how to put it on. Please show me, you know? So she looks around, she's like, okay, what am I going to show it? Okay, whatever. She rips it out. She pulls out her thumb like this, and she rolls it down. She goes, okay, this is how you do it. I'm like, okay, that's, it's very simple. And she gives me this eye, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of getting fucking hot in here. Actually, it's Lebanon, it's always like 40 degrees outside. So and she looks at me, she goes, like, you want to go in the back? I want to show you something. I'm like, okay, I'll go. I go in the back, she fucking rips off her clothes, goes doggy style, she's like, okay, let's go, hop on. I'm like, okay, whatever, man. Fucking, I just hop on. And honestly, it didn't take long, it just like took 2 minutes. I came. Anyway, she turns around, she goes, did you put the condom on? And I looked at her and I said, yes, I did. Anyways, everybody, my name is hrair tarpinian. If you can remember it, have a good night. Thank you very much. Keep it going for hrair. It's okay. People